why would you marry someone that you feel like you don't want your kids to look up to them?
Get your money, sis, fuck a hater. Get your money, sis, get your weight up. Make your money move, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money, sis. Get your money, sis, fuck a hater.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And you might as well go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. Love and Hip Hop reality star couple Young Joc and his wife Kendra recently had an interview. And in the interview, Kendra stated that she did not want her sons or her stepsons to grow up and be like her husband. And her husband was immediately offended by the comment and did everything he could to clear his name and let her know that that was not okay. In no way, shape, or form as her husband. And we just gonna go ahead and roll the clip and let y'all see.
Everybody ain't did what you done did.
Hey, you right.
Exactly.
Everybody ain't did what you done did.
So don't try to. I know, but don't try to normalize.
I'm not
what you have done.
I absolutely am not. What
I'm saying, your life is not normal. It's not no model that I want Amir to follow, Amani to follow, Cadence to follow.
Okay.
Not. Okay. And I don't think their mothers would either. So let's be honest.
So what are you saying? What is that saying about me? I'm your husband.
Well,
you basically saying you wouldn't want my sons to be like me.
I would not want them to have as many children.
Okay.
And I would not want them to have all of these different situations. That's not something I would want for them.
I don't necessarily want that for them either.
Okay.
But don't sum me up.
Now, a lot of people in the comments feel as though she said nothing wrong. A lot of people feel like he needs to be held accountable for his actions. And how can we see black men grow if we don't tell them about themselves? And then on the other hand, a lot of people feel like as his wife, certain things you just don't do. You should never belittle. You should never downgrade your husband, especially in a room full of people in front of cameras for the world to see. And a lot of people simply just want to know, why'd you marry him, sis, if you feel that way? So my question is, should you marry someone even though you feel like this person is not someone you want your children to look up to? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 cents in on the situation. Now, I watch Love and Hip Hop, and I've seen the ups and downs of their relationship. I've been watching Joc on this reality show for years. I am well aware that he has several children with several mamas, and she was well aware of that as well when she married him. But yet she still decided to marry him. Now, I understood where she was coming from. She was basically saying, like, I don't want your sons, if we had a son, I don't want them growing up thinking it's okay to, have all these children with different mothers, creating these broken homes, cheating on women, doing all the things that you have done. Which, no, there is nothing wrong with that. And as parents, of course you want your children to be better than you were or you are. But I think the delivery was a little off, and I think there is a way of going about things or having these type of discussions without feeling like you're belittling your partner. Yes, we know Joc is a piece of work, but she also knew that, and she still decided to marry him. And my whole thing is, in a situation like that, and I learned the hard way, don't get me wrong, because I was one of those, when you decide to forgive somebody and you decide all the things that they have done to hurt you, the patterns, the red flags that you decided to ignore so you could be with this person because you love them so much, sometimes you got to learn to just let it be what it is. constantly reminding them or bringing it up or complaining about it or, throwing things in their face and making them feel like garbage is not helping the relationship. If anything, that's going to push him further away from you, and then he's going to end up walking away from you while you sat there and put up with all of his crap. But because of the nagging and that, somebody's gonna have to part ways here. And I've spoke about this in my last 2 Cent Tuesday when I was like, when I discussed don't let that phone wreck your home. Like I said, you gotta. Like I said, I understand where she's coming from. I really do. But saying things like that, like I don't want my kids growing up to be like you. Why would you marry someone that you feel like you don't want your kids to look up to them? You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you marry somebody, whether male, female, that person, that means you want to create a family with them one day. They may already have children. And if that person is not a role model to the children in your lives, do you really want to be with somebody like that? So years down the line, you be like, oh, well, I don't know. You just like your daddy or you just like your mother. I mean, that's who you married. That's who you chose to be their parent. I just feel like, that woman is hurt. And I feel like whenever she could take a dig at him, she's going to do it. And I can tell just by his reaction that he might just walk away soon. Because there's only so much a man's willing to take. There's only so much anyone is willing to take. And again, as a unit, when you're husband and wife, some things is just better left said off camera. Now, he says some things is better left unsaid. Sometimes, I agree. Every action don't need a reaction. However, it's kind of a fair statement, but at the same time, you chose him, sis. You chose him to be the role model in your children's lives, if y'all decide to have children. So to say that is like, it was just, I think it could have been a better way for her to deliver her message without, belittling him. Like, I don't want my child to be like you. Like me, your husband, So, I know a lot of us grew up hearing you just like your father, you just like your mother. We grew up, and believe it or not, those statements are a form of child abuse. Like, it may not seem like it may just seem like words, but believe it or not, those words hurt. Because when you say things like you're just like your effing father, what are you saying to that child? What are you saying about that child's father? You understand what I'm saying? Especially when a child is old enough to have witnessed things like if the father is no good or he was abusive or he's, a liar or a manipulator, whatever the case. And your child is old enough to kind of see their parent for who they are. And then you turn around and say, you just like him or you're just like her. What are you saying to your child? I know you hate my dad. So if you're saying I'm just like him, you must hate me. I know you don't like my mom. So if you're saying I'm just like her, you must don't like me. We have to think about these things when we say that to our children. And this is the thing. I know love, sometimes people lead with love, but sometimes you got to think. You have to think, is this person somebody you want to marry and be with for life, somebody you want to procreate with, somebody you want to raise a family with, somebody to be that blueprint for your child? If you don't see that, then maybe you shouldn't be with that person. Just my opinion. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, I thank you for watching. Make sure you follow me on all of my social medias. Everything will be in the descriptions down below. And Jenny is